Hello A&P students, this is Mr. Becker here to talk about the bones of the skull. All right, so the first bone that we have is the frontal bone, it's shown here in orange. And then on the side of our orbits here, we have the zygomatic bones. And then connected to the frontal bone and the front here, we have the nasal bones. And along the medial, and then lateral to that, we have connections to the maxilla. Both of these bones, side to side, are the maxillary bones. So frontal, zygomatic, maxillary, nasal. And then below the maxillae bones, we have the mandible being shown right here. Then as I tilt the skull forward a little bit, so we can see into the face, and then tilt to the side a little bit, this yellow right here, and then the yellow that we see from the inside here is the ethmoid bone, and then the white that we see right here is the vomer. And then coming off the side here, we can see the inferior nasal concha. Sitting at the back of the orbit here, we have a segment of the sphenoid bone, which we'll see from a couple of other views as well. And we have in front of the ethmoid bone, kind of in this tan color, is the lacrimal bone. Turning the skull to the side, we can see the temporal bone, making a connection to the zygomatic bone here with the zygomatic arch. We can see one of the two parietal bones. And as I tilt around to the side here, you can see the two parietal bones. And then at the base of the skull, from a posterior view here, we can start to see the occipital bone. And then from an inferior view, we can see the occipital bone's inferior view. We can see the mandible right here, and then we can see the maxilla, and then these two pink ones are the palatine bones, and we can see the inferior view of the sphenoid bone from here as well. So these are the bones of the skull.